Hey, this is Christine, your DIY craftaholic. Welcome back to my channel. To those who are returning, and if you are new, welcome. Now this video is a part of the 4th Friday open challenge, which is hosted by Lisa and Sarah, but I'll talk a little bit more about that further into the video. So let's jump in. For DIY number 1, this is a mirror I got from Dollar Tree years ago, and I had it hanging on my wall, and I just decided to use it because it looks so much like a sunflower. It could actually be a sunflower, I don't know. But anyway, I started out just doing it with the yellow first, and then I realized, oh no, you needed a base coat. So I removed that and then just added the base coat with the white chalk paint. And I gave it enough where the black wasn't peeking through, and then I just added the yellow on top of that. So after it dried, I took some Waverly moss and some regular green paint. I didn't want it too green, so I mixed both paints together, and then I applied that around the outer part, and those are the leaves. And I was trying my best not to make the green paint touch the parts that I already painted in yellow, because you know that would mean Christine would have to do it all over again. And I didn't want to do that, so I was trying to spare myself from having to do the extra work. So after it was all dried, I took a piece of sandpaper and I'm just kind of removing some of the paint, giving it that rustic, distressed look. So I'm going around the edges and removing the paint, distressing it a little bit, and I only want to do the edges, just the edges. And after I was satisfied with what I wanted, I just went over it now with some Mod Podge, and I'm carefully putting on the Mod Podge because of course the paint is on the smooth surface and any rough abrasion will just lift it up, and I didn't want to do that. So I use a soft brush to just apply the Mod Podge. And this is basically done. There's nothing more I am doing to this. And there it is, all done. So this is the 4th Friday Open Challenge that is hosted every month by Lisa from Our Grey House and Sarah from Jujubee DIY. And this month we're doing sunflowers, and our guest host is Brenda from Rustic and Lace. So make sure to check out the ladies' channels. I'll leave their links in the description box below, as well as the link for the playlist. Now we're moving on to DIY number 2. Now this is another easy one. I got this vase from my 89-cent store. I love going into that store. And all I'm doing to this one here, I'm just adding little dots or beads of hot glue, just spreading them all around the vase, and then I use a dry chippy brush to remove the strings, the glue strings. And once I had that done, I painted it with 2 coats of white Waverly chalk paint. This white chalk paint is so thick, I had to water it down. It was still too thick. I started out using this small paintbrush, and I realized, oh, you're gonna be here all night. So I took a foam brush and that spread the paint quicker and faster and wider, so I resolved to using that. And then this little small sponge dabber. And then once that dried, I took the same soft brush and applied some Mod Podge. And after it was dried, here I am now ready to add my flowers. Now these are some floral sunflower bouquet that I picked up at Dollar Tree in 3 different shades. I removed the tags, add them to the vase. This is my buffalo check ribbon. I just can't tell you how much I love this ribbon. It was certainly a deal. I got this for $5.50 I believe on Amazon last year, and this was 50 yards and I'm still using it. If you're interested, I left a link in my description box down below you can grab that. And I think the buffalo check ribbon around this white vase just made it pop. There is just something about buffalo check on white. I know it's not just me, but if you agree, you can just let me know in the comments below. So I wrapped it around the vase, made a small bow, and this is done, and I love it. Let me know what you think about my vase. So now we're moving on to DIY number 3. Now this is another easy one. This is a little tier tray. I got these from Dollar Tree. When I saw them, I said, yes, this is going to be using these for my DIYs. And this is just to show you how you can use your plates to make tier trays. So I removed the labels or removed the tags and used a baby wipe them down properly, and then a napkin or paper towel to dry them, and also this candle holder from Dollar Tree as well. A lot of these I'm using from my stash. I already had some of these, except for these 2 plates. I bought them for this video. I was going to use the bowl at the top, but then I decided it would have been too heavy, so I chose not to use it. You're going to also need strong adhesive. Here I'm using Fix It All from Dollar Tree, as well as my hot glue gun for immediate hold. So I applied the Fix It All glue right around the base of the candle holder, just leaving a small piece or a small portion out for the hot glue. And then I just eyeballed the center of the plate and placed it down. Now you have to make sure that you are putting it in the center, because it has the hot glue on there and it also has the adhesive. You don't want to give it immediate hold where you're not able to make any adjustments. And then I did the same thing to the smaller plate, or to the smaller side or smaller part. And for this one, I turned the plate over. I know you can't see what I'm doing underneath, but that's what I did. And then I just turned it sideways so you can see. Here I was just kind of eyeballing it to make sure it looked even or centered. And this is how it looks when I turn it on the side. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you joined me today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget, dupes, look for less, and some occasional Dollar Tree shopping hauls and thrift flips. If you love budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell. Hit it again and select all so YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. And now for DIY number 4. So this is a home decor ladder from Dollar Tree, and here I'm just removing the staple or removing the flowers. And then I took some heat to remove the home piece from the back. I then use this little scraper tool and remove the word, being very gentle because this is MDF board and I didn't want to damage it. And then I gave it 2 coats of white Waverly chalk paint, and then applied some Mod Podge after it dried. This is a pack of sunflower stickers from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use some of that to create a bouquet for the O. But before I did that, I traced out a base, cut that out and glued it on top with some hot glue. And then I started by using the largest sunflower and then just going around creating the bouquet using smaller ones. So I set that aside and then used some wood glue. This is also from Dollar Tree, along with some hot glue, and glued on back the word. And then use this little hammer to hammer it down because it had some little small nails that held the word in place. So I just used a hammer to nail it back down. The little bouquet of flowers was sitting too low on the O, so I took a tumbling tower block with some of the wood glue and hot glue, glued that on. Bouquet of flowers looked a little sparse, so I just added some more flowers and then glued it back on. And the piece of greenery that came on the ladder, I also added that because I think it gave it a little farmhouse feel, and glued on the string at the top, and this is done. Now for the final reveal. Here is my little vase with my bouquet of sunflowers and buffalo check ribbon. I love it. And this is my sunflower tier tray. Now I bulk craft a lot, so what you're seeing on the tier tray here is done in another video, or will be in another video coming out on Sunday, so you can check that one out. And this is a sunflower mirror. I like how the two colors came together. So there you have it, guys. All the DIYs I did for this video today, 4th Friday, sunflower themed. Be sure to check out the playlist down below, as well as the host channels and the guest host channels. And if you like DIYs like these, I suggest this video right here or this playlist. And stay safe until next time. Bye.